All right. Are you on?
I'm getting ready to get on. The stream's on.
So weird. I built this little base over here,
Mm.
and it will not let me put a fucking deal on the other side, a ramp.
I don't know. You're the building expert.
It's fucking weird to me.
Oh shit! I forgot I was at airfield. I mean, boot camp.
Where are you?
Boot camp.
You need me to come get you?
No, not far. I was just looting last night, and I logged off because I got tired. Oh yeah, my pink
What?
boots.
Oh yeah. Let me. You said you were streaming, so I'm gonna click over on you real quick.
Gotta have them pink boots. I don't know if you saw, but I went to
Nope.
the trader last night, sold some stuff, bought some gas cans, put some gas cans in there that have gas in it. I got you a chainsaw. Yeah, I got your chainsaw, regular saw.
Nice.
And got some money in the bank and a
Yeah, I got 10 grand cash.
How'd you get that?
I don't know. I tried to fucking when I got my
No, you got 10 grand in SCUM cash?
Yeah.
Like physical cash?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got
It's
any
in the
of
box
that.
in there.
I
It's
never
all the
got
way down at the bottom of the gun box. Yeah, that's all I got when I did my pack. They gave me 10 grand cash and said that sorry, the bot's offline. But I got 10K and I was like, oh.
I wish I would have known that. I would have taken it and deposited it when I went to the.
Yeah, it's down on the bottom with the screwdrivers and
I
stuff.
thought
Down
when you
there.
said you got 10 grand, I thought you meant you got 10 bot tokens. 10 grand worth of bot tokens.
No, I only got like, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, was it 12,000?
I don't even know. I mean, I still haven't figured out how to check it. I just spend it.
Go into you know, like local chat and type in DM bank, exclamation DM bank, and it'll send it to you telling you how much you have in there.
Oh, that's dumb. You can't just check it on fucking the Discord.
No, that's how it was on some of those other ones.
I mean, all the ones I played on, it wasn't. You just go to the Discord and you just hit bank statement, and they would just show it to you.
Oh yeah, but this one here's, and you could do DM banking on the other ones because I've done it before. But yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I thought it was kind of weird myself that it just has a one deal.
I didn't even know that. I've literally never done DM bank in the SCUM game for anything ever, for any server. I've always just went to the Discord and hit the bank statement thing, and it pops up and shows me what I have.
Oh, and I got I reset the flag, and like half of this garage at an angle. If you go from where you put the window palisade up over to the other wall at an angle, or like a 45 or whatever, it covers the
Okay.
locks and shit on there. So
Alright.
fuck. I mean, being able to put up 1,250 fucking base building elements, no need for a second flag.
Yeah.
God damn. So I'll be able to do what I want to do then, when it comes time.
And we can still do the silly things in the base, like gun mounts and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and not have to worry about it taking up elements.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't got the base done yet, but it's because of where I put it. I put it out in the field by the trees, you know, and I was just gonna do some cool shit to inside there.
Where's how many players are online?
20.
But there's like 60 something on earlier.
Yeah, yeah. There was like, fuck, at one time I think there was like 70 or something like that, and then it was having a little bit of trouble getting back online. Took like 20 minutes, and then 30 people returned, and then I went and did something, came back. There was only like 17. Now there's like 20.
Yeah, it's most likely gonna be like that all the time, just because of it's a Scotland server, so
Right.
it's you know, everyone that's playing on a different time zone, which I'm fine with.
Damn, I have got to fucking piss. Be right back.
Okay, so way down.
Where are you at again?
Boot camp.
You sure you don't want me to come get you?
No, I'm not that far away from base.
Because I can drop my backpack and everything and just come and grab that one. And
I'm good. I'm almost done. Or
it'll take you a fucking half an hour to get here.
No, look on the map. I'm not that far away. Boot camp's not that far away from where we are.
It's not that far, but still take a half an hour.
All good.
Okay. Find any good shit at boot camp?
Oh yeah, there's always good shit here. The problem is by the time I get to the hangars that normally have like the guns, I am already fucking full. 2 backpacks worth of like
No, I'll go in there with you.
clothing and shit. And then I'm like, fuck, I should just start hitting these first. Load up on the guns and the ammo, and then fill the spaces in with the other stuff. But I always have my routine of how I loot. I'm not finding nothing in this hangar. Find a lot of mags and stuff, but Half full already. Alright. Nice. Do we?
Sure you don't need me to come over there?
Oh, I'm good, dude.
I could run.
No, you just do that because I'm literally gonna be headed there. It's good. I need to get my guys more weight that I'm weighed down with and all that shit while I'm doing stuff. Gets my endurance up, so I don't have to worry about having so much weight on me as much. Like walking around with logs.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I did. What happened to the cash that was down there? Where did I put it?
I didn't touch it.
I wonder if they took it back.
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
I was gonna say I can't take it back if it's a physical thing. God damn it. Oh yeah, and you can buy lead because that's what I did while I was there.
Nice.
Bought the lead and fucking
What else can you buy?
buy everything. I just didn't look for like specifics, like things, you know, that we that you couldn't buy on other servers type thing. I just kind of browsed around. Seems like it's fully open for anything. All this real quick so I can fucking put this in here.
Um, did oh, you already got a vest on?
Yeah.
I'd get rid of one of those, one of those fucking fanny pack things that you have.
Already did.
I would take the boots before I took. I mean, took the clothes before I took the boots.
Fuck that. Clothes are a dime a dozen, bitch.
Hey,
The
and
shoes you need.
in your tactical vest, is there a gun in that holster already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's just a there's a holster in the slot, not a gun.
Well, you can put the gun in there.
Not in the holster.
Yeah, you can. You take the holster that's in that one out.
Yeah, you can't put the holster in or the gun in the holster and then place it back in your inventory.
Yes, you can.
I'm doing it right now. It's not working.
Right, because that's too low. So take that gun, put it in there. Now, don't put it in there. Take one of the fanny packs down and put it in your holster thing, in that tactical vest. Your tactical vest. Out of your backpack.
You gotta hey, 20-some seconds behind.
Love you, baby.
Night, Mom, love you.
Night, Mom, love you. Night, Sonny, love you.
Getting my endurance up. Getting my endurance up.
If I can get rid of the cucumbers stuff that were in here before.
No, it's set up exactly like T-Town, but it's not T-Town. There's no cucumber patch. The only one that really had a cucumber patch was T-Town. The other one had like parsley and like different stuff. But that's the reason why I like T-Town so much. Cucumbers.
We can go build a little base at T-Town.
T-Town sucks for building. That's the whole reason why we haven't built there in a long time.
No.
It used to be fucking amazing. Remember when we had the fucking whole front, the whole lot taken up, and then we had access to all the trees back when you used to have like trees and stuff to basically repair stuff and toolbox everything, but we had that whole back lot with the roads and everything in there with a door that goes in, so we could fucking build and farm trees and stuff in peace. And you remember that base?
Mm-hmm.
That was the heydays of SCUM when they had Tommy, fucking Arturo,
we
fucking
had a full fucking crew.
Yeah. Still have one of my favorite clips from T-Town when in the garage area, which was where I always like had my stuff or whatever. There was that whole video I uploaded of Arturo, the story of the glass jaw or whatever, and he was talking shit about I think it was with Tommy or you or something about knocking someone out, yada yada yada, and no one could knock me out or whatever. And I fucking logged in and didn't say anything, and I ran up to him when he was talking to, it was either you or Tommy or someone, or maybe it was Diablo, but he was standing there, they were facing each other, and I fucking log in my garage, run out, fucking one hit, boom, drop Arturo, and then run back inside the garage and log out. And I forget who was in the video, but just started laughing. And then I named the video Arturo, the story of the glass jaw.
Yeah, I think I remember a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's on my channel. Fucking funny. I still saw. I think this was right before you started playing. But it was me, Tommy, and Diablo, and Arturo and Aaron and Dakota, I think, and we had this fucking spot where we called it the Rock, and we used to store all of our loot inside of this rock, and you could just put boxes and like glitch them through into the rock, and unless you were like right up against it and in the right spot, when you pulled up tab, you wouldn't see them anywhere. So we used to hide all of our loot in there. Well, fucking Tommy and Arturo and Tommy and El Diablo got into it. I got into it with Diablo, and long story short, we had probably 30-40 boxes inside of this rock full of all of our loot. And fucking Diablo lost his motherfucking shit, and he went to that rock and he destroyed every single fucking box.
Damn.
He destroyed everything. Oh my god, you know how long it took me to get people to even talk to Diablo again after that? Like, it was the first time that Diablo actually like had to be the one to apologize, and he would flat. It took so long. He was like, I ain't apologizing for shit. Motherfucker shouldn't have pushed me so hard. You know, his whole stick that he used to have. But it was like fucking 4 or 5 months that I finally got Tommy and everyone to talk with him, and Diablo to fucking apologize. 40 boxes worth of loot, and he sat there and chopped up every single one.
I'd be fucking pissed.
Oh yeah, I thought after that he would just kind of vanish off into the sunset and not talk to any of us anymore. No one would talk to him, type thing. But I miss that fucker. I blame. I wish that she was here. It'd be more funnier, but I blame Sandy.
Oh yeah.
Blame Sandy for just not putting up with this shit for just a little bit longer to keep things the way it was, you know? Just you know, just put up with this shit a little bit longer. You know, I know it sucked. I know life sucked. I know you wanted a better life. I get it. But I mean, you didn't even think of me, Sandy. You didn't even think of me.
Oh shit, you can buy metal. 50 pieces for 200 coin.
Oh nice. Oh yeah, for on the bot.
Oh, fuck, I can buy planks too and logs.
Yeah, and by the way, when and if Aaron does get on, don't even mention anything about the bot. Don't mention nothing.
Oh, I'm not gonna fucking say anything.
Don't even tell him like when you're talking with me, and if he's on, just don't even say like, oh, I bought this from the bot. Just don't even mention it.
Oh no, I'm not even gonna say shit. I won't say.
Because I already sold him on the server, but the one thing I forgot to mention that I know he's gonna have an issue with is that there's no mechs. Because he likes all the PvE stuff, because he likes it, you know, when there's no one on the server, nothing going on, whatever, he still likes a challenge and to feel like it's a world, and I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm the opposite, I want to be able to just get in there, get my loot, get out, and
Oh, what the fuck? God damn! Now I got 14,000 fucking coin. Huh. I'll take it. Fuck it. 215. I had 12,400. Now I just got 2,300 more at 6 hours later. And I got a loyalty reward of 100 coin because I logged in 2 consecutive days in a row. Where'd you go?
I'm here. Sending a text real quick.
Oh, to Aaron.
Yeah. Something that I remembered about the next update, bringing out armed NPCs and shit like that.
And there is base protection.
Oh, is there? How?
Yeah, it's on right now. It's not 24 hours. It's 12 hours on, 12 hours off.
Oh, okay.
Because when I got on today, it's like it goes from 12 a.m. in the midnight basically to basically 12:01 p.m. at lunchtime, and then it's off until that. So it's the nighttime cycle is when it's on.
Gotcha.
It's on for 12 hours.
So when it's nighttime, base protection's on. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, for us, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, I just mean when it's nighttime in the game. Or does that matter?
Well, no, because it's nighttime almost now, and it's not.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, it's on our regular cycle, our real time.
Well, that kind of sucks for if we ever wanted to raid a base. Because the only time that I'm ever
Yeah,
on
but
is
how
nighttime.
often have we ever tried to raid a base?
No, yeah, but I mean, if Aaron got on and hung with us for a while, he's always wanting to do that, and lockpicks are abundant. We'd be able to we'd definitely be able to do it through lockpicking, but we'd never be able to unless it was like you and I would be able to if like there's a day where I didn't go door dashing and we played and you had the day off, but with Aaron it would never work. Oh yeah, by the way, Aaron's about ready to lose his job.
Why?
Same thing in Jerry's. He's
too efficient.
He has all of his stuff done so quickly and easily, and he doesn't just do that and then sit around the office. He asks and asks and asks for. He doesn't ask for more pay. He just asks for more responsibility, more stuff to do, more things. Like I can do whatever you want to throw on me, I'll do. And he was sitting at the computer and he noticed that they had his job posted online for to get someone hired, and he confronted his boss about it, and his boss didn't look him in the eye, and he always looks him in the eye, kind of looks sideways and everything, and yada yada, and said, well, we don't know exactly what we want to do with position yet, or if we, you know, we just don't know yet. And Aaron's like, well, I'd appreciate it if you gave me ample time to prepare and, you know, find something else. If you guys are planning on replacing me. And he says, oh no, we would. And that was it.
Wow.
See, here's the thing. Aaron is literally every business owner's dream. Someone who is efficient at their job and asking for more workload without asking or demanding for more pay. Like, any business owner would be like, wait, you want more work and you're not asking for a raise? All right, yeah, here you go. Take this, hey, hell, take this guy's job too, you know? But instead, they just go, oh, this guy's a problem, we're going to fire him. Like, what?
Yeah, it seems like you'd want the efficient people.
Yeah, the efficient people that, again, are going to do the job and other people's job willingly just because they're bored and not ask you for more pay. Like, it's costing you nothing more to drop more work on them. So what the fuck is the problem?
Right.
It's probably because they feel that eventually, you know, he would end up coming to him and saying, hey, look, I'm doing this, and that. You know, I feel I should be paid this. It's like, okay, we'll cross that bridge when it gets there. Say, well, just be honest. Say, well, you're not getting a raise. You asked for this. That's that, you know?
You know what it is, though? Is Aaron should probably slow down and try to pace himself instead of going in there hot and heavy. Because here's the thing. Your Uncle David and I used to go in there on hourly jobs, hot and heavy, because we were piece workers. We wanted to show them, hey, this is what we can do.
Yeah.
And they talked so much smack about us, and we would be the first ones to go.
Yeah.
Even though we were hanging, 70, 80 sheets between the two of us or whatever in a day, they would just talk shit about us. I mean, hell, we went up on that prevailing wage job or whatever up there. We were in the union making like $33 an hour or something like that. And we only worked 3.5 hours a day because we went in there and got our work done, and everybody else was taking, a whole day, and they weren't even getting that.
See, but again, that doesn't make any fucking sense. If I have a business, right, and I pay my guys by the hour, and they're going in there and fucking doing a 12-hour job in 3 hours, that's fucking money, bro. That's money in the bank. That's like fuck yeah, dude. I paid you for 3 hours, and
here's the problem.
I didn't have to pay you for 12.
If Aaron's got that mentality and he can absorb and fucking do that shit that he does and go in there and whip shit out like that, and he hasn't been there that long, that scares people, because if he's got that down that good, they're going to be like, if somebody important notices, is going to be like, we need to fucking put that motherfucker up here and see what he could do. That's going to put somebody else out of a job.
Yeah, real fast. I thought you got your welcome pack.
I did.
And where's your dirt bike?
Where's what? My dirt bike's over here in the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's that. It does scare people and stuff, and make them feel like sometimes it can make people feel like you're too overqualified for the job. But again, it all comes down to bottom line, bro. And if you have someone, I think it's mainly because he's going through the temp source right now, and when he gets hired on, he'll be salary. So they're probably looking at it as, fuck, this guy's salary, and he's getting he's gonna be salary, and he's gonna be, showing up to work and getting all of his work done within 2 hours, and we still have to pay him this amount, and stuff. So in their eyes, at that level, it's probably like, well, you can stay, but we're gonna reduce your pay by an extravagant amount because you're getting your fucking work done so goddamn quick, which isn't fair because I'm still doing the work. But
yeah, I forgot, if it's a temp source, that they hire through like full time, because that's what Chris and I did. We didn't
It's
have
like,
anybody on our payroll. We went through Temp Source, and they just uh, they paid them, and they were basically on their payroll, not ours.
yeah. Well, see, it's just temporary, like Stephanie's work. You're a temp source for like 90 days to 3 months or whatever, and then
Unless you find somebody that you like. Okay, well, they got their own. Evidently, that company's got their own payroll. So yeah, it's a little bit different. If you don't have like if I started a company right now and I went and I'm like, I want fucking 7 employees to help me out, I can go to the Temp Source. I can pay them. Your wage might be, say, hypothetically $10 an hour. I'll pay them like $24 an hour, and they take care of all your insurance, all your paid time off,
yeah.
all that shit.
No, that's the thing. Aaron's making like 20 something an hour, but he does the bookkeeping for and the payroll stuff. So he sees how much they pay the temp source. They pay the temp source. They're paying the temps. They're paying $50 an hour to have Aaron there right now. And
Damn.
when he gets hired on, because like Stephanie, you have to go through the temp source. You're there for about 3 months, and then you get hired on full time through the company. It's the same thing that Aaron's work does. And so if they were to hire Aaron on, they could technically hire Aaron on at fucking $30 an hour, $35 an hour, $40 an hour, and still be saving money. But they're going through a temp source and paying almost $50 an hour to have him there when they could be paying him just $23 an hour, which is what his wages or whatever, or 24. But
Well, they still have to pay, like if they hire him on, then they take on that responsibility. So then it costs them like $50 to $60 to keep Aaron on. So
only
they still got to pay that amount, but the benefit of going through them is the Temp Source has to fucking carry their insurance,
but
not
that's
you
only
as
if the
the
company
owner.
even has insurance. I don't know how big this company is. I don't know if
Yeah,
they even have insurance.
yeah. If they have a certain amount, like 10 or 12 employees or 10 employees, they have to carry insurance, and so that's why a lot of them keep it down below that, so they don't have to carry the insurance, and then hired you through the Temp Source. So it's kind of a fucked up deal, but it is what it is.
So it says generally under the Affordable Care Act, companies with 50 or more full-time employees have to carry insurance.
Yeah.
So 50 or more. So if you're a small business with fewer than 50 people, you don't have to carry insurance. So yeah, that makes it to where there's a lot of businesses that don't have to carry insurance.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I won't be doing anything but building now that I can buy my shit.
No, you're good. I'm gonna go to. So I have a question. Airfield has a red ring around it, a red square around
Yes.
it, where boot camp does not. So
Yes.
what does that mean? They're both mech bases. One has a red.
Rules. Okay, so red zone. Let's see. Let me go up. Okay, rules.
And where's
Okay, so here we go. Really? Blue zone. Blue zones only have melee damage and no other damage.
yeah.
And then I thought there was a list because I read
So I
it
was saying
somewhere.
it's kind of hard to find, like the rules are kind of vague.
Let's read. Oh, so red zones in the D4, A4, B or Z1 and B2, those are all 5 times loot. The red zones are.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't say on there. Well, let's see. Let's go down to this next map. Blue zones only have melee and no damage, but I'm not sure what the yellow zones are because I don't see anything for the yellow zone. The fuck is a yellow zone?
Probably not that important then. I like how it's airfield and torpedo factory and naval. 3 favorite places are 5 times loot. Oh, I shit out a big giant ass purple dildo. I'll leave that in the box for you. Damn it, Devin. Motherfucker, man. Yes. He won't be here tomorrow. Yeah. Alright. 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 Yeah, well, just as I told Devin, he ain't gonna be able to siphon out of that rig unless he finds a way to be able to get to the hose underneath, detach it, and just go straight into it from there. And he just called me and said, yeah, he can't get a hose or anything down there. He can't get anything to siphon it down. I was like, literally says on the tank, on the thing when you open it, that it's anti-siphon mechanism, and he said underneath he can't spot or see any hose or where it leads to or anything. I was like, yep, and that's the way they're doing it now. And he's like, he goes, oh, he's gonna see if someone can like drag him wherever it needs to be, and have Leonard deal with it tomorrow, work on it tomorrow. And I said, tomorrow's Friday, he's not in, he won't be back till Monday. And he's like, oh fuck, all right, I'll go tell him. Fuck. I'm like, he just needs to get it fucking, I mean, so the guy couldn't get it in neutral to tow it. When you call the tow company, say, I need a flatbed tow truck. Simple. You know, just make sure you tell them, hey, it won't go into neutral. There's no way to get it to. It's a fucking stupid ass brand new vehicle. I need a flatbed. I need a tow truck, but it needs to be a flatbed. Fucking boom, problem solved. I'm actually gonna call him and tell him that. Just because Devin is a fucking reject. He doesn't think of stuff like I do. Hey, tell him that if he needs it towed, tell him to call a tow truck and request a flatbed tow truck. Then it doesn't matter if it goes into neutral or not.
Well, he could turn the key and put his foot on the brake.
I stayed out of that part, but there was a flatbed here. Ray's towing here.
Oh, he had a flatbed there, and they couldn't just drag it up with the winch up on the fucking trailer?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to drag it because it's a BMW. I don't know.
Oh, it's a BMW?
Yeah, it's a BMW.
I thought it was a truck.
SUV. It's a Mercedes SUV. It's like pretty nice branding.
Uh.
Yeah, and he was Googling it and everything. It looks like you can get to anything to be able to get siphon that motherfucker out. You have to go in through the seats or something. Oh, it's fucking bullshit. There's no way that you can get a siphoning hose down there, the way it's angled and all that, to get in there and siphon that gas out of there.
Well, he's gonna have to call someone like like a Dave's like Jack or Jack's Towing Dave, Ed, because that guy knows how to. He'll figure something out.
Yeah,
well, they also
MacGyver of fucking tow trucks and shit.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because they just put them on fucking whatchamacallits, don't they?
Yeah, little dolly.
Yeah, all you gotta do is have a fucking dolly, and so yeah, so instead of flatbed, he could. I mean, yeah, tell him to call Jack's Towing. He's 24 hours. Tell him to call Jack's Towing. Jack's Towing will figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
All right, bye. I didn't know this, but Jack's Towing, he's the one that got me out of that field. After he just fucking got done repossessing that Ford Highboy, and then he brought it in to get me out. He does all of the, like, he's the main guy that everyone calls for. The Springfield Police Department calls for any sort of thing that they need. Well, he's the one with that shop down there on Main Street, and his dad used to own the company. He took it over when his dad died, and he hasn't touched that shop down there. And I think it's kind of, I don't know if it's a.
Oh, he's got that shitty little shop, doesn't he?
The one down there on Main Street by, yeah. That was his dad's shop, and they do most of the stuff out of the back of it, but the front of it, where you would like walk in and stuff, has been shut down for years. He doesn't let anyone in there, and it's like all of the stuff from his dad, like old papers piled up that are from his dad and everything. It's almost like he's keeping it as like a time capsule type thing.
Right.
But what I didn't know about it was what I didn't know about him. His name's Dave. Is before he did that, while his dad was doing the tow truck thing, he was a front end alignment guy, and he was the best front end alignment person in almost all of Oregon. And he did it the old school way. He did it by fucking, not machines and stuff. He did it by eyeballing and stuff. And people would come from all over the state to have him do a front end alignment on their car. And he did it privately afterwards, all the way up until about 5-6 years ago, before he just got too busy with the tow truck stuff that he had no time to do it. But yeah, Devin said his dad, with their 1950 hot rod, used to take it into him, and he'd say, all right, bring it in, and he'd say, stay away from the main building, just bring it around back. And they'd come around back and he'd pull it in, and then he'd fucking do his thing and do his little eyeballing thing and all that stuff, and every single time that front end alignment would be fucking perfect.
Wow.
I guess he used to train people on how to do front end alignments, and then that, because he was so good at it, and then that career path turned into nothing overnight because machinery started coming out to do it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So his free balling method was by the wayside because nobody wanted to do that anymore. They wanted to do it by the machine, and so he's like, fuck, I guess I'll just fall into my dad's roots and be the tow truck driver. But it's just him, and he's 24 hours. And I guess, you know, if your kids are all grown and stuff, and you don't have much of an exciting life, I guess that's not that big of a deal. But I couldn't imagine fucking being like, all right, baby, ready to watch a movie? Yeah, let's watch a movie. All right, cool. And it's fucking 11:30 at night, and you're fucking watching a movie, enjoying your time, your phone rings, and you got to go to fucking Medford for the police department to pick something up. I'd be like, man, fuck you, I'm sick.
Yeah. He late at night and shit like that, he's got different prices than he does fucking during the day.
Yeah, I mean, when you're your own person, because that's the thing. Most of the tow truck companies, you can't find the price. You can't. It's not like you can just look up how much are you going to charge me for this tow right now. No, you talk to someone,
yep,
and they'll give you kind of an estimated cost of how much it's going to be, but it may, and depending on how crazy the job is, depending on how much time
That's
it
why
takes.
they ask you all them questions. They're like, well, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, that'll be $275.
Yeah, fuck. We have one of the coffee shop girls lives just a couple miles away. And, her car broke down, and she was asking how much it was. Called the tow truck company and see how much it was going to cost to have it towed to a mechanic shop. That was, I don't know, it was probably a total of 6-7 miles, and the cheapest one she could find was $500. And I said, does your boyfriend have a truck or a vehicle with a hitch? And she goes, yeah. I said, just go to fucking U-Haul and rent a car dolly and just bring it there yourself. She goes, oh my god, I didn't even think of that. She's like, I didn't even think of that. I said, yeah, just rent a car dolly for like a couple hours, hook it up to it, and I said, if you're not comfortable with the car dolly, rent the fucking car trailer that they have for a couple hours, and fucking have him take it down to the mechanic shop. And she's like, I did not even think of that. And I was like, that's what I would do. I know that like Springfield rentals and U-Haul and stuff, like you can rent stuff for pretty cheap if it's only for like like renting it for a day could probably cost a lot. But if you just say like, I'm literally just renting this for this amount, you go and do it and bring it right back, you can get away with it being pretty fucking cheap. This was a long time ago, but I remember somebody saying, oh, look at this person's base. They got it all fucking painted, different colors.
Oh, yeah, you can paint them. I forgot about that.
That's going to be fucking epic. That's the coolest thing ever. But I remember someone saying that they rented a car dolly from U-Haul. I forget how long ago it was, but it was like, they rented for a couple hours, like $35.
Wow.
And even if the car dolly was like $150 to rent for a couple hours. It's still cheaper than 500. As long as you know how to fucking hook it up and get your car there safely, but it's not really rocket science, you know? Figure it out. Yeah, the reason why I told him, I said, call fucking Dave, because we've called him for many things, and some of them have been some pretty nice, you know, elite class type cars that we've called him for, and that dude always finds a way. Like he normally, if you can't get the fucking car in neutral, he just goes and dislinks the linkage.
Way that you could put it into neutral. It's probably just a combination of, you know, putting it, because I know, like, you would have to turn the key on.
Yep.
Put your foot on the brake, and then you could put it in neutral.
Well, some
cars do that, but
yeah, there's this one. It was an Audi, expensive, like sports car looking Audi, and Leonard ended up getting it. But it was like this. It's like a combination. It's like, get in it, put your foot on the brake, hold the brake down, let off the brake, hit the brake 3 times repeatedly.
Yeah.
Turn key off, turn key on type thing, and then let it go into neutral. And it's like, it's like, I asked him, I said, how did you fucking do that? I've been out here trying for this guy for forever. And he says it's literally just like, so many rigs nowadays have so many different ways to do it. And he says, I just was going through all of the ones that I knew, and that one worked. He says a lot of it are like just combinations, and they call it anti-theft protection and stuff. And it's
so they can't steal it, but
yeah.
they still, you know, they make it tougher. So the only way that you'd be able to steal it is if you came up there really fast with the fucking deal and unhook the linkage, but you'd have to be really good at that.
See, and here's my thought process. It's kind of like the locking gas caps, the ones that you have to press a button to release, like mine and stuff.
Yeah.
I find those stupid for one reason only.
Because you can break into them, for one.
If somebody's wants to steal the gas, they could take a fucking screwdriver, jam in there, and pop that thing open, and then guess what? Now I have a broken gas door. They still got my gas.
Yep.
And I have this floppy fucking gas door that I gotta deal with for the rest of existence. Whereas if it was just open for them to get, they could just open it. I'd rather, it's almost like what we just talked about with the fucking anti-theft thing. It's like, how many times have you heard of cars being stolen and then found, recovered, you know, perfectly fine? People are just going for a joyride, you know, whatever. I would rather have my car found, minimal damage, cool, thank you, than to, like, if I was gonna go steal a car and it was from someone that I fucking hated or whatever, and I couldn't get it going because of all this anti-theft shit, who knows, before I leave I may smash out your fucking windows, flatten your fucking tires, key your fucking car just because I'm pissed that I couldn't fucking get in it and drive off on it. Like, just sometimes making it easier just works out better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy because the thing in in the U.S. for the longest time, one of the jokes was, if you want an anti-theft vehicle, just buy a manual. Because the majority of people, can't drive manuals now. But it's like, fuck that. I feel like someone who did not know how to drive a manual at all would be able to steal a manual better than they could steal some of these newer cars that are automatics.
Oh,
I got a
so
beeper.
we're starting 5 minutes. I better get my shit.
Oh, I got a beeper. Okay, well, there's definitely zombies here. Airfield. Isn't it boot camp? Oh, maybe that's what they mean. 5x loot, but those are the most zombies I ran into in a long ass fucking time, bro, on this server. Ooh, Carbon Hunter. I need more 9mm ammo.
You got another one? Okay.
Oh my god. Holy shit, bro. Leave me alone.
Oh shit. You should have stuck that gun in your backpack instead of holding that, just in case you had to. So you don't drop it.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, bro. Please.
3 minutes, you gotta fucking hang out.
Oh my lordy. Why can't I hear my gun reloading? I used to be able to hear the clicking sounds of when I'm putting rounds in the mag, and it's just silent. I like this place. Wish I could carry that, just because it's probably worth some money. Actually, I don't know. I feel like those were the things that didn't sell very well.
What?
Metal detectors. Mac 10 magazine.
The metal detectors were never shit.
Oh man, dude. Okay, I love Airfield. We're gonna have guns galore. I forgot. There's a new fucking machine gun pistol. That's the Mac 10.
Yeah, that's
Dumb, but I always hated the Mac 10 on every game I've ever played. But kind of cool that's in this game. That's in all the gangster rap songs with the Mac 10 on the side of my hip. Oh,
what?
my blue jacket, and they brought back the blue pants. I remember them talking about it. I'm gonna be all okay. blue.
You better pick that whatever you want up. It's about ready to go.
Yeah, blue fucking pants with that blue jacket and my pink boots. Bruh.
Get that 9mm.
Or 9mm.
Oh,
I already got it. It's right.
40.
Oh yeah, I already got it.
Reset.
Man, forgot about the blue camo. Oh man. I don't know, Mom talked to you about it, but Tuesday is Bryson's last event besides his graduation, and
Yep.
it's the spring
Good.
concert.
We going.
Now he should be up first because there's no kindergartners, and he's first and second. So after he goes up and does his thing or whatever, and we know for sure that that's it. If you guys need to leave, you can leave, and you know he'll know that and he'll understand that. But yes, starts at 7. Hopefully, only goes till 8. And he has his appointment for his cast or whatever Monday, and he goes, "Wait, this Monday?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "But that's the last day of practice
Of what?
for a spring concert." And I said, "Are you gonna be able to? If you missed it, are you still gonna be able to remember your parts and what you do?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "All right then, because you might miss the practice, but depending on how it goes, Mommy might take you to school and then turn around and pick you back up for the appointment, and then depending on how the appointment goes, if you need or want to go back to school, she can take you back to school for your deal." And he says, "No, it's like around lunchtime." And I said, "Okay, well, you're gonna miss it." But I said, as much as that sucks, I said, the sooner the better to get you in for your wrist, to make sure that we know what we're up against and if you need a cast or not. And he goes, I said, because they may tell you that you don't need a cast. It's not bad enough that you need a cast. And he says, "But I want a cast." I was like, "You want a cast?" He says, "Yeah, I want a cast."
They're no fun.
I think it's. I said, "But that means that if you got a cast, you wouldn't be able to do any swimming at the hotel in California." And he goes, "It's fine. It's fine. I still want a cast." I'm like, wow.
Just fucking see if Grandpa down there has a vacuum seal deal and just vacuum seal his arm up.
Yeah. Well, they have they make these sleeve things that are specifically for casts, so people who have a cast on can still swim. But I'm always weary about that stuff, because the sleeve has to start and end somewhere, and where that end happens, like, that has to be pretty fucking waterproof to not let anything seep through.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because if he's swimming and he's submerged and he's underwater and he's flapping his arms and everything, like, that's either got to fit really fucking tight on the skin part that is above the cast, you know, where it stops or something, or I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause you definitely don't want to have to use like that waterproof tape type shit.
No.
You know, because even that skin shit like they use on your tattoo, holy fuck, that took me forever to get off.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll never do that again. You know, most people that I talk to and I see that are getting tattoos, You know they don't cover them up.
No, I noticed that there's a lot of people they do for like the first day or two, just to like sometimes just to.
Oh yeah, because it bleeds out so much.
Yeah,
Get it
and
on
then
there.
after that they don't give a fuck afterwards.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't have that covered? You work in the kitchen? They're like, so?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
I always wondered, like, legitimately, I always wondered because you see so many people with really good tattoos that were done in fucking, you know, prisons or on some island somewhere that, you know, from like a tribe of people or whatever
That look fucking good.
that are like fucking immaculate and stuff. And I always wondered if like is the whole tattoo wrapping it up, aloe vera, all that shit, was that just brought on by people who did shitty work and were like, here, do this, and it makes it look better, and it and then it just caught on, you know?
The one thing that I didn't like was it when I got that other tattoo, it had some really sweet color on it, and I was like, God dang, that looks good. And then when I had to fight, I mean, I was in the shower, soaking it with hot water for like 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, like 35 minutes, trying to peel this thing off.
Right.
And I was just like, God dang, dude. I mean, I literally, it was like soaking and soaking on there. And I ended up, when I pulled the rest of the way off, I ended up losing some color. I was really fucking put out. I was like, that pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like there's so many different styles and ways to tattoo, and it almost makes you wonder if like if you were brave enough to get a tattoo the old school way, you know, with the little hammer and chisel.
Oh yeah.
And the ink that they use, if that's like the ideal way to get a tattoo, because every single one of those motherfuckers that have a tattoo that's like that, it's like it's like a work of art. It's like, bro, he did that with a fucking chisel and a fucking, you know, whatever,
and a fucking big wooden handle with a big spike on the end of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
and
no, I know what you mean.
and then it's also like, did it hurt? And it's like, nah, no more than a regular tattoo thing. And it's like, fuck, man, we're doing it all wrong. All these islander people are the ones that do it like that, and they have, you know, those tribal tattoos that cover their entire body, and the lines are sharp and everything's sharp and the color's good, and you're just sitting there going, and we have all this high-tech equipment, and if I fucking take my bandage off for 5 seconds too long, the color just fades and melts away.
Yeah. Okay, Shadow, hold on.
Do I want to take this? Oh my god. All these ghillie tops. I need more room. I got a carbon hunter mag, but I just don't have. I do. I got 30-06. Oh my god, boy. I mean, more 30-06. No. I found a 22 the other day, yesterday actually, and I was so excited because it had 22 ammo and stuff, and I was just like, fuck yeah, alright, cool. I really hate that they fucking fucked up the 22 by making it to where it has to have a mag now, instead of a fucking, you know, put it like a 270, my 270 rifle, you know, just the built-in mag. They made it a detachable mag. It's like, I get it because my 1022 that I have, my I found the pants. My 1022 has a mag and everything too. You know, that semi-automatic rifle I got. So I know that that's the way it's supposed to be, but it's like, bruh, the 22 is like the epitome of you don't have anything in the game. And you find this, and if you find a couple rounds, ooh, you got a working gun. Now you made it to where I have to find a mag for it now too. It's dumb.
I concur.
Bro, I found, oh my god, bro. I love this server. I found my fucking all blue attire. I got pink boots. And look at it, now I'm finding these fucking motherfucking pistols, bro. Oh man. We're gonna be, bro, a couple trips here, we're gonna be fucking stacked, bro. Stacked.
That's what I like to hear.
So let's eat this. Get rid of this. 50 cal just do. I'd rather have the 9. Alright, that's all I can fucking carry. So we're just gonna go. I looted 1.5 hangars and I'm fucking stacked to the gills with guns and ammo. So I'm gonna drive back, drop it. I don't know if I'll come back. Yeah, I'll probably make one more round back here before I go to bed. Maybe. Before you get off and go to bed though, you need to pull up your phone, Facebook Messenger or whatever, and watch like the last 3 or 4 videos I sent you.
Okay.
I hate it because I'll send you a video that I just want so bad for you to watch and you to see, and I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna send that, and that's gonna be the last one that I send, and so I can text you and say, hey, watch that last video I sent you on Facebook Messenger or whatever. But then, you know, I scroll through a couple, I'm like, oh, that's a fucking good one, so I send that one, I send that one, I send that one. The next thing you know, I'm like, fuck, now he's never gonna see that one because it's so far
why
in
am I getting Facebook and fucking text? I'm like,
yeah,
it's he just send it to one.
So sometimes it's because like when I'm doing when I'm short videos on YouTube, it automatically pops up to send it through text. So I send anything through YouTube through text, and then when I'm on Facebook, everything gets sent just through Facebook Messenger. I need to see if there's a way to send the YouTube ones through Facebook Messenger, but yeah. And then when it's on Discord, if you get a short video from me that I sent to your Discord, it either means I'm on the computer or I'm on my spare phone at work, because I can't send through text and I don't have Facebook on that. So it's Discord and that's it. So if I ever send a message to you through Discord, a short video that you get, it either means I'm on the computer or I'm at work or sitting at the house on my spare phone.
Got it.
Yeah, that's crazy. The song artist, rapper, or whatever, Sean Kingston, is not like extremely well known, but he had, like 2010, 11, 12, whatever. He had a big blow up song. It made him famous. Well, him and his mom are something to do with some fraud. So he had some people come in and install like his dream sound system in his house, and he was already famous and wealthy at this time. And they came and installed it in. And he says, "Yo, look. So if you give me the top of the line discount on this, then me and Justin Bieber will like basically promote you guys." And get traffic and stuff to you guys that way if you give me like the top line discount. And they agreed, and they're like, yeah, okay, cool. So they gave him the price that they were gonna charge him, and then agreed to the whole however much discount. And so they agreed to that and stuff, and him and Justin Bieber, which Justin Bieber probably didn't even know that he was brought into this, it's just Sean Kingston talking out of his ass. But the him and Justin Bieber video never came out promoting him, and he never paid the guys for installing the deal. So it went from a civil suit to now a criminal suit, and him and his mom both are facing 20 years in prison. They already arrested his mom, because it wasn't her first offense. Already arrested his mom and took her back immediately. Not even a chance to get in affairs in order or whatever. Just says, it's going to happen anyway, so take her now. Took her to jail immediately. It's all on video. And all he can say the entire time that she's being taken back is, hey, keep my mom safe. Protect my mama. Protect my mom. Keep my mama safe. And the funny thing is all the way up until that point, all you saw on their faces was entitlement. Like, we don't have to pay them. We don't have to do that. They should have done it for us for free. That type of shit. And they're facing 20 years in prison, his mom and him, for this thing. And it's like, yeah, man, that's the crazy shit to me is fraud of any kind is not to be fucked with in the courtroom. Like, it's crazy when you look at all these cases. There's people who have assaulted people. There's cases where there's been a shooting, and you don't even get nearly as enough time as someone who committed one transaction of like mail fraud, and they're in jail for like fucking 50 years to life. So I've literally said, like, if I had to choose one crime that I could never commit out of every crime in the world, it would probably be anything to do with fraud, because those motherfuckers get sentences that are like insane. It's like, wait a second, yeah, okay, he defrauded the government out of $1,000. Woo. but the motherfucker got 25 to life. That's crazy.
Well, let's see. Order some shit real quick.
Alright, chat. I think we're gonna fucking call it for the night. Actually, no. What am I doing? No, we're gonna wait. Hang on. Scratch what I said. I don't want to fucking push the bike. Get on the bike.
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
It's frustrating. Stop by a gas station. Take it to the trader and fucking fix it up, because we have a car, the car repair kit, but we don't have a jack.
Yeah, I was looking for a jack on here, but
Yeah,
we don't have one.
I'll
Just
buy
keep looking in the garages and shit.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm gonna stop and fill it up, and then I'll come back to the base, drop this shit, and then if you wanna, unless you want to deposit into your account, I don't care either way. But before I go,
Oh, no, just take that cash.
okay, I'll take the cash, go repair the bike, and then deposit it and get it into the accounts where it's safe. Fucking forgot what I'm writing. $432 to fill the bike from halfway. What a ripoff. Get off the fucking, get on the bike, dude. It's gonna get on my nerves. Especially when I'm in the fucking middle of one of the most watched over gas stations and you just want to fucking push the bike. B2 Town's got a big ass fucking base all blocked off and everything. And I'm gonna make me a fucking sniper rifle eventually. I'm gonna come to these places at peak hours. I'm just gonna fucking camp the asses off. So I'll take that cash to the trader.
Yeah.
I'll repair the bike, and then I'll see if I can just buy us a jack while I'm there. We have one to do everything in the house. I forgot about that earlier. I was fucking trying to repair this, and I was like, why the fuck is this not working? And I was like, dawned on me about the jack, and I was like, no, that's only for the car. And then it dawned on me again. I was like, fuck, god damn it. So I went looking on the bot for it, couldn't find it.
Is that you?
Yeah. Like a motherfucking boss. You said someone already drove by here earlier?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, spaghettios. Is it toolboxes to repair mags and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game.
Yeah.
Now that I've found somewhere to play that isn't so many goddamn rules. It actually has players. Like honestly, I've wanted so badly to just fuck. I kind of wish that like a fucking SCUM would have done away with all private servers temporarily and just released SCUM official servers, but had like high loot ones, always daytime ones, always, you know, just and see which ones, like take away the private servers, put up a mix of SCUM official only servers that had all these different fucking things to see which ones players gravitated towards the most. And then once you find the one that people gravitate towards the most, then release private servers and allow private servers to adjust the way they want to, you know. It's gonna be cool to have one that's ran by SCUM that's like mix, no mix, high loot, non-high loot, daytime only, nighttime only, you know, just different stuff, and then just see where the people congregate to, and then give everyone else an idea of like, okay, well, people like this and don't like that, but. No more 9 meals.
Should be. Well, no more. In that one holster up top, it's got a 9mm in it with the mag already loaded, or
I
it's at the bottom.
found some. There's a couple boxes in here. I was just trying to, negate opening a box unless I had to. But I mean, I find ammo so fucking much. Who cares? And where's this money at?
Look in the gun box all the way down at the very bottom with the
Gotcha.
screwdrivers.
All right. And I got that sludge hammer that I figured we'll just keep for because I tried to sell it, but it wouldn't let me sell it anywhere.
Oh, there's food there too. Find the money.
Yeah.
That holster down there at the bottom has a fully done up gun.
Okay, I'm leaving that for you. See, we don't need the gas mask. Unless we plan on going to the fucking goddamn.
No, fuck that. We never use those.
Take that for now. I want to try to accumulate a lot of shit before I start selling shit, clothing wise. So that way we have a variety of vests, ghillie suits, clothing, all that stuff to choose from and kit out with. I'm going the wrong way because I'm a fucking reject. See what I mean?
What?
If we were playing the other game a half hour ago, you would have been saying, all right, dude, I gotta get to bed. I gotta go to bed and I gotta get some sleep. And we're already fucking past 9:30. I haven't heard you once say like, I need to go to bed.
Huh. Yeah, I just wanted to get a certain part of this bottom done to metal real quick.
Yeah.
Still need.
I'm just taking myself included. The one thing that I don't want is how much I'm enjoying the game to fuck up my whole schedule and routine I got going because it's been working,
Right.
It's just so easy to get lost in the game if you're doing like on a mission doing something good and then all of a sudden you're like, fuck, how late is it? Oh no. Sorry, if I can get to the trade.
Dang, my fucking awareness went up fast. I'm in advanced already.
Yeah, so the I forget where you can find it in the Discord, but all skills go up the minimum by at least 2.5% faster than normal, and then some of them are like 3 or 4% faster than normal. Which I like that because some of the skills take a long time to grind, and my biggest gripe has always been how often people wipe servers in full, and or updates require server wipes, and you're like, fuck man, I just got my character the way that I fucking want it. And so it's kind of cool that they allowed that. So it's like, alright, you want to wipe every 3 months, that's fucking fine, because you have it set to where I can fucking rank up pretty goddamn quick. Man, I hate when I fucking go to cough and I don't clench the butt cheeks right away, and it almost feels like I'm about ready to fucking shoot out my ass. That's fun.
Oh, sounds fun. I think it's because this game doesn't get me like seriously frustrated too.
Yeah.
You just need to fucking play different ones.
We need to do is, what I'm gonna start doing too is, on days that I have to work and stuff, I'm gonna make an alarm that literally is named like, get the fuck off the game and go to bed for your sake. And it's just gonna fucking go off at whatever time I have it set at, and the second that alarm goes off, I'm shutting off the game and going to bed. What the fuck, bro?
What?
To repair the dirt bike, it's gonna be $8,300.
Go see how much it is for a jack.
Yeah.
Because then you can just do it yourself.
Jack is $1,900.
Yeah, fucking jack's more worth it. We need one.
And then Jack. And then I, of course, didn't bring a repair kit. Repair kit, 1,500. Even that right there, 3,400. Boom, boom, boom. Get you the fuck off this jack.
No job. Either do business or go away.
So much cheaper. Oh, you can put saddlebags? I forgot, because the bike is it's one bike now, and you just upgrade it.
How's it hanging?
I bought some storage for it. Only cost 15 honey.
See, you got all that shit. And
See you later.
I got the storage, the jack, and even though I didn't need to because we have it back at base, but I had to here. Storage, jack, and a car repair kit. for all under like $5,000, where just to repair the chassis at the place was fucking gonna be $8,300.
Greetings, valued customer.
And out of the $10,000, we have 5,229 left. Why isn't it letting me deposit, enter amount? 229. Boom. Oh wait, that was stupid because I still gotta sell this stuff.
Hello. Guns come unloaded. Security reasons.
Guns come
Obvious.
unloaded, security reasons. No. Never fucking ran into a place that sold
That's
their guns
registered.
fully loaded. So,
Kidding. Nobody cares. Stay safe.
you ain't special, bish.
Nope.
Welcome to the most secure place on the island.
I always wondered if Walmart would ever go back to selling guns, because they fucking sold guns, then they stopped selling guns, then they sold guns again, then they stopped selling guns, then they sold guns again, and then they stopped selling guns but only sold ammo. And it's like, bro, what the? But to be honest, the people that work at Walmart in the sporting goods section, whether it be the fishing, hunting, fucking ammo area, they are stupid as fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly feel like Walmart should never sell guns unless they put people there that are qualified to do that job. Because like you go to Bimart, they're pretty knowledgeable. They're pretty, fucking, they're familiar when you're talking about guns, ammo, fishing, whatever. You go to Walmart and you're like, the last time I went to Walmart was for fishing license, and the person was, which I normally always go to Bimart, but the person was helping me.
Oh shit.
Was really fucking with my head on the different fishing license. And then while I was there, I was talking with them and I was asking if they had, blah 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 ammo, and they go, the dude literally looks at me and says, "Oh, we don't sell that." And I was like, you don't sell any 9mm? I'm looking at the 9mm, like I'm looking at it, and no, we don't sell that. And I was like, what's that right there? And he turns around and looks and he goes, oh, that's oh yeah, that's 9mm. Just like that. And I'm like, okay, you either got called in from a different department or whatever, but
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
No, what I was gonna say real quick
Yeah.
is you could have used the bot and got that fucking repair kit for $500.
Oh fuck.
How much did you pay for it?
1,500 in-game cash.
Oh. Yeah,
But
that's all good.
The jack is the thing that we had to buy from here, and that was 1,500 as well. So $3,000 for the jack and the repair kit, and then I bought storage for $1,500. So $4,500. I got all that. Whereas just repairing the thing on oh, that's fucked.
What?
Just repairing the thing on the server's rack was 8,300. So I put the storage bags on the fucking bike, but it requires its own separate lock. It's not just the bike lock, which is actually kind of cool because that means that if they pick the bike, they don't get the loot. But if they pick the loot, they don't get the bike. But it just requires another log.
Here's what I got.
Oh wait. Oh, the yellow is a no build zone.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, when so that means that I can see. This is what I don't fully understand. So that means that I can build inside a naval. I can build inside an airfield. I can build inside a torpedo factory. But I can't build inside of the city or whatever the fuck that D1 place is. Or factory. Who gives a fuck about factory?
Well,
train yard.
I bet you anything. It gives a pretty good perimeter on certain things, so that you can't build a fucking base right next to it probably and be like, oh, I'm on top of the hill. I can see down in there. Boom. I'm just gonna shoot people.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, airfield has
know.
a base literally right outside the hangar doors where we go in.
Hey, remember, you love naval too, and naval's a 5 times loot.
I know, that's what I was saying earlier. I got airfield, naval, and torpedo factory, which are all my 3 favorites that are 5 times loot.
Well, I got it built up now, so I mean, not like upper floors aren't all done up, so
Okay.
all the lower walls. But I think, like for where you're at, and with that door being in the zone, I think that, you know, like your bike would probably be safe in that fucker or over here. It don't matter.
But if that part of the garage is in our flag zone, can I am I able to put like a door in front of?
Yep, you can.
Because I would like to be able to put one more door in front of that just to make it to where it's a little harder to get to, like a little airlock.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to make it to like where people that are locked are like, oh, let's go for that first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always so fucking tough on this game trying to get into the minds of other players. Like, you know, I'm trying to think of what I would do. Like if I fucking saw a big ass base, but then I saw this little town that had a bunch of shit, you know, with like a little airlock and stuff, I'd be like, oh, they're probably hiding something pretty fucking juicy in there.
Yeah.
And I want to go for that first, but trying to put yourself in that mind.
I really, when they did the flags, they should have made it to where it'll go, like, say, parallel with the road.
Yeah.
Because the way they got it now, it's so fucking stupid. Because it's literally it doesn't go with the road at all. That's just dumb. And
Yeah.
you can't rotate it. And I asked them, and I said, do you ever bring that back? And they said no. I was like, that's fucking dumb.
You should have. That's when you should have asked, what's the reason for not being able to? Because that's what I like to do. I like to. If they give me a firm answer on like no on something, I want to know. Okay, As I'll fight Danny. What's the reason? Because sometimes the reason is like, okay, that makes total fucking sense. I get it. Or it's like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. And you guys are dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, because it would be, you know, 'cause I remember back in the day when fucking, I think, what was that guy's name? That used his mouth?
Oh, Rocky No Hands.
Yeah, Rocky No Hands. Dude, he was putting 4 flags together.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably the reason. And dude, he's fucking, he fucking is like famous now. His short videos up the fucking ass. Alright, you got the door for me? Dude fucking popped off. Which is cool, because if he keeps popping off, then I can, show all my old video clips. Be like, yeah, I used to play with that motherfucker. I actually saved his ass one time in SCUM. Alright, I think I might go have a...
Where did you get, can you buy locks on here? Or do you have to make them?
I think you have to make them. I all the ones that are on the boxes stuff I found. I just found looting.
Yeah, I found a couple and changed them out. Oh, I found one.
I've been collecting any padlocks that I find. Your best bet is still fucking the quarries for those. For like not even for padlocks, just for finding straight fucking gold locks. What I really
wonder where everybody else hangs out, you know, because there's 19 people on, but
yeah, I went to airfield. I feel like probably Torpedo Factory, probably some of the newer areas too. I feel like we're just so fucking old.
Yeah.
Of the game that we always try to hang out in what's familiar to us. But some of the newer players are like, you know, hanging out in the fucking radioactive areas and the fucking all these new areas I've never like. There's
hey, that's a safe zone
up in Dio at the very bottom right hand corner of Dio and CO, right on the line. There's that little fucking, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I've never seen that. Last time I was on, that wasn't there. And so I don't know what the fuck that is down there. What attraction that is.
Oops. You said Dio and...
Yeah. Top right of the map. Down at the bottom on the line. I don't know what that...
I think that's...
Because the only thing, last time I played, the only thing that was here in Dio, like the only thing was that thing at the top right. Yeah. And the rest was dead. And then I log on, started playing, and I see this down there. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Rude.
Did I hit you?
No, but I hit you. You got the Roan backpack. That deserves a punch.
Oh.
How much health am I taking away when I do that?
I am down to...
You want tussle? You want tussle, boy? Ow. You want tussle?
What are you at?
We're two fucking retards. I'm at 96.
Oh, you fucker, I'm at 65. Oh, hold on. Oh, you're lucky you knocked me out. All right, I'm at 45.
I'm gonna search your ass.
Yeah, that's what fucking Libby used to do to me all the time, fucker. And a lot of times I'm like, oh, you're not gonna get me, and then fucking he ends up getting me.
Alright. I think I'm
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking
call it here.
hop off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.